All right, well, cancel culture came for Lizzo. And Lizzo adeptly sidestepped it and avoided it by giving them exactly what they wanted. Lizzo, who's gigantic,
start.
Thank you. It's just, well, I got to tell people who she is.
Just got to get it out of there right away.
She's giant as an artist and a human. She's very big, uncomfortably big. You know, I look at people like Lizzo, and I see her, you know, go like just kind of like I'm sexy and shit, like that's kind of that gross fat girl who wants to get fucked mentality, and it really does make me disgusted. But at the same time, I don't get too mad about it because I know what it is. It's a woman who's gotten too fat. She's done the math on what it would take to knock this thing down and get it under control, and she's given up.
Not only that, but she listens to her fans who get upset when she wants to lose weight and she doesn't do it.
That's true. Yeah, she tried to lose weight once and they yelled at her and she said, okay, I'll just keep eating. In fact, her screen name on, I think her Twitter handle is Lizzo B. Eaton.
Yeah, Instagram.
Her Instagram name is Lizzo B. Eaton. But she's one of these people who is absolutely miserable about being fat, but can't let on because she's given up. So she has to embrace it. They came for her yesterday, and this is weird. I just feel like at these organizations that try to get people to delete songs or delete tweets or get people fired from their job, I feel like there's a bag they reach into one day.
Like a hat.
And there's a name and a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to make that fit because how did it become Lizzo hates the handicap day?
I have no idea. This fell in my lap yesterday suddenly, and I was appalled.
It's just a weird, like, hey, June 13th of 2022. You know what we finally got to get around to? Lizzo using the word SPAZ. And that's what it was about. Disability advocates on social media are fuming over the bodacious, pop divas. The media's got to stop doing this too. Going, oh yeah, sexy. Oh, sexy. 100. She's not.
Boss bitch.
Guys, this is a problem. All right, Lizzo is a problem. Lizzo be eaten. Well, anyway, they're fuming over the pop diva's brazen use of the word SPAZ, which I have to say, until yesterday, news to me that SPAZ was bad.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't know people were still using it, but I didn't know it was offensive.
I thought SPAZ was just someone who freaks out.
Right.
Like, you're just like, It's like, calm down, you spaz.
Stop it.
But it's a common American colloquialism for the term spastic. That means something much more offensive in the UK. Well, we're not in the UK.
The UK is a bunch of tea-sipping...
Cunts. Yes, exactly.
We can stop now.
And I mean the UK cunt, since the UK version of everything is what we're using now. It's in her new song, Grrrls. Grrrls.
Grrrls.
Yes, Grrrls. You know why she didn't use the word I in Grrrls? Because there's an I in diet. Sorry, that's a cheap shot. Digital detractors are demanding the lyric either be changed or Lizzo be canceled. Lizzo be canceled.
That's fun.
Instead of Lizzo be eaten.
Yeah, I'd like everyone to know the lyric was something, I'm a spaz. Like she's short for I'm going to spaz.
Hold my bag, bitch. Hold my bag. Did you see this shit? I'm a spaz.
Yeah.
I mean, she's going to go nuts.
She's going to go nuts over this bag.
I don't. You know what's odd? Is that all of these disability advocates acted like a bunch of spastics when going after her about the word spaz.
Isn't that something?
That's very odd. I mean, I would respond if I were Lizzo by seeing, see?
To me, I heard this. I was like, okay, I saw the article. What did she say? I've got to see this horrific thing she said. And then I'm looking through the lyrics, and through the whole article, the first article I saw did not even say what lyric she said. It just said that she was using an ableist slur for cerebral palsy.
You know what's really funny? But I just thought of something. So she's getting shit from groups and they want to cancel her over the use of the word spaz. Yet I wonder how many times she's used the N-word. Like, the worst word you can possibly use. I don't know if she has. I don't like doing that thing where just because she's black, she's probably said the N-word. Maybe she has in her songs. Maybe she hasn't. But if she has, and everyone's like, she's black, that's totally fine. That word, not painful at all. But spaz, how dare you?
I know.
Nobody thinks of someone with cerebral palsy when you say the word spaz.
Dude, my head had to do mental gymnastics to understand what she said wrong.
Right.
I couldn't find it.
And by the way, is anybody with cerebral palsy complaining?
No, it's probably every single white woman who's offended on behalf of the cerebral palsy group. It's
probably somebody who makes a shitload of money running a charity for cerebral palsy, and this will get you some donations.
I was so mad at this. Like, get bent. Like, nobody in their right mind would have ever even noticed that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a mental illness almost just to pull that out of that song.
Well, how about, let's say Lizzo changes the lyric. Does it make you less gimped out?
Nah, you got to win on her.
That's what I've always wondered about, like, people who are like, oh, this is the disabled people are mad that you use this word. It's like, no offense. And I'm sure that it upsets you to hear that. I feel like you have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, like your health.
I feel like you got bigger things to worry about. Lizzo, please change your new song to take out the ableist slur. It is not too late to humbly listen and remove a word that is derogatory and harmful and painful. There is no feminism that excludes disabled folks, so please. Yes, but there is a brand of feminism that excludes people who were born women.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Don't care about that one.
See, and you know what? Feminism has bigger fish to fry, too. You've got guys trying to take over your movement.
Oh. Yeah, how long before her title Grrrls is offensive now?
Right. Identify as girls.
Why not just they?
Maybe that's why she left out the I. It's a different word.
That's true. It can't be just girls.
But yeah, I mean, feminists, you guys got to worry about men taking over your shit. You know, this is nice. Now feminists know how black people feel for all these years, all these white women taking over all their protests and movements. Now white women are finding out, oh yeah, it isn't fun when somebody who's not you just comes in and tries to tell you how to run your shit.
Right.
It's obnoxious. Implored a whistleblower on Twitter, just a person on Twitter. Yeah, you used the word spaz.
Imagine just listening to some random person on Twitter about something like that.
And how about if Lizzo would have responded with, no offense, dude, but you're kind of spazzing out at me a little bit.
I mean, I would have respected her for that.
You're stupid as shit if you honestly think Lizzo didn't know what she was doing by using the word spaz in her latest song, another argued. Guys, what do you mean she knew what she was doing? Do you know Lizzo? Have you ever heard her talk? She's dumb.
Do you think she wrote that, by the way?
That too. She's an idiot. Have you ever listened to her talk? Everything is, I'm not big and fat. I want some dick. She either wants a cookie or some dick. That's all she knows.
And dick.
C is for cock or C is for cookie.
She always got her flute on her, too. Did you know that?
Yeah,
She's a flute player.
I always wonder about that flute.
I know.
And I worry about it.
It's sus. I don't like that flute.
You know what song I would like to see Lizzo cover?
What song?
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. I feel like she could do it in the same voice, too.
Maybe.
In the opening verse of the freshly debuted track, Grrrls, the 34-year-old Grammy winner sings, "Hold my bag, bitch, hold my bag. Do you see this shit? I'm a spaz." First of all, awesome lyric.
I know, so deep.
It's deep.
It's meaningful.
This is, for those of you who live under a rock, that's Lizzo. It's,
what is she supposed to be here?
Monique, I believe. I believe she's supposed to be Monique. But
hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, and click the bell to get notifications.
Well, it is something to think about. In the U.S., spaz is commonly used as slang to indicate going crazy or freaking out. And you know what? Weird. Lizzo lives in the United States.
Yeah, I don't feel like we should be beholden to some other country's standards of a word.
Who won the war? That's whose word matters. However, in the UK, the word is considered a highly offensive epithet aimed at disparaging people living with cerebral palsy, because they call them spastics.
And you know what? I'm sure there's so many of them, too.
And, you know, it's a lot of people with cerebral palsy typing on Twitter, telling you that they have a problem.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure that is them typing.
A lot of people with cerebral palsy just going, oh, man, that's, I'm upset. I tell you what, my cerebral palsy life was going great until I heard Lizzo's new song. That bitch.
I'm a little surprised, I guess, that it was Lizzo's turn today because I feel like everyone just bows down to her like a yes queen moment. Like everyone's just, oh, Lizzo's the, she's the thing because she's
not
a
if you're
girl.
not if you're
so
a spaz. Hot. Apparently.
Ugh.
Like I said, April, it's just there's a grab bag out there. And groups go in their grab bag and they grabbed Lizzo and SPAZ. And Lizzo and not muscular dystrophy. What did I say it was?
Cerebral palsy.
And they went, okay, let's make this one work. Like yesterday, you guys didn't hear about it because it was Michael Douglas and polio. And they all just kind of skipped it that day. They're like, we can't tie Michael Douglas to polio. Plus, he's going to die soon. He doesn't check his own Twitter.
Not enough polio victims still alive.
Yeah, so that's it. It was that yesterday. That's why you didn't hear a lot of cancel culture stuff yesterday. Some days you have those days where you reach into the bag and you come up with nothing. You can't do anything with it. One day it was Pete Rose and athlete's foot.
No.
We'll just wait till tomorrow.
Seems pretty basic.
Yeah, I know. Like Pete Rose, who talks about him anymore? An athlete's foot. How are you going to get outraged about that?
It's toenail fungus and whoopee next week, actually.
Oh, yeah. See, the only person who should be offended by their toenail fungus is Whoopi Goldberg. That's it. I mean, if she can see it.
What does that mean, Aaron?
She can't see her toes because she's gigantic.
Oh, okay. Thanks. That helps.
No problem. I just want to make sure you're up to speed with what we're doing. Yeah. Because on this show, I say things. And if you don't understand them, you can't. It's like school. If you don't graduate second grade, you're going to fall behind in third.
Oh.
We can't just pass you along. So, yeah.
Can't test out early.
Whoopi Goldberg is a huge bitch, and she can't see her feet.
She's got her COVID pants on.
Oh, yeah.
She's had COVID like 3 times.
COVID's been off for a while, Whoopi. What's the next excuse? A lot of people in the chat on this Lizzo thing. People saying like, oh, Lizzo may be disgusting, but I'm with her on this one. I agree.
Absolutely. That's ridiculous.
I agree that Lizzo was being treated unfairly in this whole thing. But guess what?
She caved, though.
Lizzo announced yesterday she's changing the lyric in the song Grrrls and no longer. The only good thing I can say about this is Lizzo's music is so devoid of anything with any depth or any meaning that, in fairness to her, you can change that lyric and it doesn't matter.
Easy enough. I think it's just the principle of sticking to your guns, though. You did change it. And I'd like to point out this took a whole 3-day turnaround because that song, the article said, came out on June 10th.
Wow.
It took till the 13th for this to happen.
That was quick.
Very quick. It was like they were waiting.
Yeah. I mean, imagine you're a cerebral palsy advocate and you hear a new Lizzo song. You're like, oh, I'm enjoying this. And you hear one word and you go, I have phone calls to make now.
Yeah, what? If you're a cerebral palsy, patient, do you just have like a list of words you're paying attention for to yell at people?
First of all, this is not the cerebral palsy community.
That's true.
This is a bunch of people either circling it, orbiting it, or who have nothing to do with it, who just got upset because they heard a word that they don't think is supposed to be used.
It's all the white women, and they've got a master list of words, and they've got reasons behind each one and why it's not okay to use.
Oh God, I'm not going to show you guys this, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Why did you do this to us?
I'm sorry, guys. Lizzo pictures and Instagrams are popping up on this TMZ article, and I'm going to fucking puke.
That's not okay for people to just look like that on.
And you can't just throw that in an article.
That was aggressive.
It's a TMZ article, and they just threw it at us. It was mean spirit. Now I have a $450 goal that I'm sweating today, and I had to see that.
Yeah, that's a rough morning.
I really want to do a good show. I've got great stuff planned for today, but that was troubling.
That was really aggressive. That's all I can say.
After getting tons of heat over the weekend, Lizzo announced Monday she'd heard the concerns, listened, and made a change. Lizzo says she's had tons of hurtful words directed at her over the years. Oh, she talking about me?
Probably. She's talking directly to you.
I apologize. I didn't
You've ruined her life.
But I meant hippopotamus the way they say it in the UK.
Like a fierce fighter?
Yeah. I didn't mean hippopotamus like a giant, thick-skinned, overweight animal. I meant a fierce competitor.
Lots of rolls.
Right, who chews up her opponents. That's what I meant. Lizzo says she's had tons of hurtful words directed at her over the years because she's here we go, self-proclaimed fat black woman in America.
No, you
First
have
of
to
all,
self-proclaim.
Yeah, you're not a self-proclaimed. You are a fat black woman
It's
in
just-
America.
Just factual.
All of those items are, if we separate that statement out, that statement checks out.
So if she didn't,
Okay, wait a minute. Fat,
yep,
check. Black,
yep,
check.
I think so.
Woman. All of these things are
Up for debate.
No, all of these things are verifiable.
Yeah.
Is she physically in America? Yes.
Usually.
She can't leave without a crane. So she is a fat, black... No, she's married to Frasier.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's healthy then.
She doesn't go anywhere without her partner.
Good thing she didn't choose Niles. He's
Frasier.
very fickle.
Frasier Crane. She's a fat black woman in America. So that's a true statement. You don't have to
Yeah.
call her self-proclaimed. And she understands the power words can carry. Do you guys see? It's so weird to look at an Instagram where someone's giving a heartfelt apology about a word they used, but the title is Lizzo be eaten. Like
It does take away some credibility, I feel.
From the office of Miss B. Eaton, we have. Actually, this is a very old. This is you're gonna have to be a little older to get this joke. Michael J. Fox recently changed his Instagram handle.
Oh yeah, to
Alex
Michael-
P. Eaton.
Oh,
You see, on the show Family Ties,
okay,
he played Alex P. Keaton.
got it.
So now, Alex P. Eaton, Lizzo B. Eaton.
It ties in. I get it.
I didn't say it was funny. I just said I
Was that in the dad joke book?
It's going in the paperback.
Oh,
It's going to be in there. So Lizzo said, it's been brought to my attention that there is a harmful word in my new song, Grrrls. Let me make one thing clear. I never want to promote derogatory language. Oh, I'm sure if we went through her songs, there's never trashing anybody, saying anything mean, nothing like that. But one word, we got to take it out of there, guys.
I'm struggling because I don't listen to her music, but I don't think anything I've heard just being around sometimes. I don't think I've ever heard bad language from her, actually.
As a fat black woman in America, first of all, the black woman in America part is not a choice. The fat part, you kind of sneaking that in there, but oh well. I've had many hurtful words used against me, so I overstand the power words can have. I'm proud to say there's a new version of Grrrls with a lyric change. This is the result of me listening and taking action. As an influential artist, I'm dedicated to being part of the change I've been waiting to see in the world. XOXO Lizzo. Well, at least it's hugs and kisses and she's not eating you. Which
That's
is nice.
true.
Because Lizzo, in
No.
fact, be eaten.
No munch emojis.
So there you go. She got yelled at for saying the word SPAZ in a song, and now she has changed the lyric in the song. Congratulations.
No.
And now everyone with cerebral palsy in the world today is happy.
I bet they're healthier too.
Everybody's healthier. It made everything better. You couldn't just let this idiot have her song and let her release her song and let it go. And also, Michael asks, how does Lizzo sit on a toilet? Thank you for asking me a question that I now have to think about. Now I'm upset.
When somebody is that overweight, it does concern me, like plane seats, toilets, standard chairs. I don't understand.
I'll draw you a picture.
I need a diagram.
Tinker next door says instead of XOXO, she should put nom 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 nom. See, now that's hurtful. That's you're implying that she would just eat everything after the apology.
Okay, so she doesn't want to promote like anything obscene or whatever, but so her Instagram is basically filled with damn near naked videos of her with her ass cheeks clapping and all that shit. And then, so you got an ass cheek video next to her cerebral palsy apology.
Yeah.
I like that.
Right.
That makes me feel like she's really serious about it.
I Sneeze Profanity says no way she can reach back there to wipe properly. Why
Oh,
is
stop.
any of this important enough for us to be discussing right now?
No.
We've got a $450 goal. We've got a what looks like a rough week ahead of us. Nothing going on in PayPal right now. And you're going to make me think about Lizzo's wiping habits?
That's gross.
Guys, no.
You wouldn't toss that salad?
Oh. God damn it. You know what? You guys are right. Maybe we don't talk about Lizzo anymore.
Maybe we can't handle it.
Maybe it's just not something we should. Professor G's YouTube says fire hose. See, again, you guys are worrying about this way too much. This was about the SPAZ thing and her caving into a bunch of people complaining for no other reason than they needed something to complain about. They reached into the grab bag that day. And now here the chat takes off because they want to know how Lizzo wipes. This is not the conversation I wanted to have today.
Check out what Balls and Wieners said. Up to the top.
Balls and Wieners, she just pees all over herself, then takes a shower to clean up. Why? Why?
I think we're thinking about it too hard.
Mad Max Mardigan retracted his own comment. No. It was so bad.
Oh, no. Oh.
The only thing worse is there are guys who would definitely toss that salad. See,
yes.
Now, why? But no, well, I don't. That's not something I need to be informed of.
Back when we deep dove into her Instagram, once we figured out it was Lizzo Be Eaten, I went through some of her videos, and there will be like famous rappers, like men, that will comment on her ass clapping videos, like on a boat or something, and just, you know, all the fire emojis or like the wet shooting emojis, like she's hot and they're gonna get it and she can get it. And
I want them all thrown in jail.
It's gross, but they do it.
Them all
I mean it.
Behind bars. And also, you know, Lizzo has that fat girl with low self-esteem energy.
Oh, does she?
Where you overproject everything. You overproject every piece of sexuality. You overproject. You're doing an imitation of what you think hot bitches do. And you're so, like, she's clearly ashamed of how big she let herself get because she's tried to change, but she's so susceptible to what other people think, but projects she's not. I mean, I'm sorry. Every time I see Lizzo, I don't see a confident woman. I see someone who's projecting and trying to cover up shame. Well,
good for you for seeing through that ruse.
Well, it's not difficult.
I missed it.
Kane B says, only thing worse is there are guys who would definitely tell us that. Balls and Wieners says, no way she gets all the poo out of that deep crack. Why? Signal intrusion calling it wipe privilege.
Did you know there's an invention somewhere out there for wiping your ass that's like something on a handle where you wrap toilet paper around it and it's like on a handle and you swipe like a credit card?
I mean, I'd forgotten about it until now, but there's no way that thing can get you clean, by the way.
I don't know. You think she's sponsored by Cottonelle?
Could you imagine if Johnny Depp dated her and pissed her off and she took a shit in his bed? Oh, that would be...
Now, just because you're a bigger person, do you technically take bigger shits or do you still have the same insides?
More food. Yeah, I would think you'd take Tyrannosaurus shits. Paul says, Paul Palmer says, met Lizzo in Las Vegas at a hospitality event. Really? You mean where waiters in restaurants were? It's odd. She asked if I was going to finish the air I was breathing. God damn. I'm sure she can fit in a shower. She just has to get in a pool instead. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Mad Max Mardigan says, I have an answer for April. It's like a coworker's fat wife. They use 2 chairs and have an extender for the toilet.
What the fuck?
Why did we get here?
Doesn't that ever mind boggle you, though? Like, and obviously it's not saying anything about who they are as a person necessarily, but a real big person, I just don't understand how they fit on standard seating devices.
Why are you playing into this? This is only going to continue.
Because it's mind-boggling. I need a documentary on how this works.
Well, we'll get Morgan Spurlock on it. Fat Q says shop rag taped to a hockey stick.